How many of us have made a New Year's resolution about weight only to feel stuck or frustrated by February? What if the problem isn't our willpower at all, but something else entirely? We hear the word metabolism, but what does it actually mean for our health and our goals? Here to help us make sense of it all is registered dietitian and weight loss expert. We have Teresa Link. Teresa, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so Teresa, let's just start off simple. When we hear metabolic health, what does it mean for how our bodies work and why is it so important?
Yeah, so your metabolism serves as the foundation for a lot of your body's functions. It impacts the way that your body gains and loses weight. It impacts mood, it impacts energy, and it impacts hormones. And if it's not working properly, your body struggles to use food for fuel. And that causes constant cravings, energy crashes, and weight gain. But if you improve how your body uses that food for fuel, you improve your metabolic health. So,
So,
this improves cravings, energy levels, and conditions like type 2 diabetes without extreme dieting.
and so how can our viewers think differently about managing weight in the new year?
Yes, it's such a timely question. The way that you can think differently is really try to set yourself apart from that new year, new diet mentality. Let's flip the script. So it's not about counting calories, it's not about willpower, it's about supporting your individual metabolism. So you'll find that losing weight is a heck of a lot easier and more sustainable when you are eating delicious foods that work with your body, nourishing your body rather than against your body. So it's really this shift from punishment to empowerment.
And Teresa, as a registered dietitian, why do traditional diets often not work for most people?
Yeah, traditional diets do not work because they focus on calorie restriction and willpower. And we know that those just do not work in the long run because they're unsustainable. You can only handle that for so long, right? The other reason they don't work is they don't address the metabolic dysfunction, which is the root of the problem. So once the diet ends, the weight comes back and the frustration just continues and continues. So, Verta's method is backed by science. It focuses on changing how your body actually uses energy from food. Weight loss is so much easier to achieve and maintain.
And what is a metabolic approach to wellness going forward?
Yeah, a metabolic approach to wellness is where we focus on how your body individually processes food to make energy. It helps your body run more efficiently, burning fat for fuel, and that stabilizes your blood sugar as well. So, this metabolic approach to wellness supports your long term health and not just those short term goals.
And can you share some practical tips to help with that?
Absolutely. The number one most effective tip to improve your metabolism is to reduce your intake of dietary carbohydrates. Foods like bread, pasta, cereal, even healthy carbs like beans and whole grains, they can all spike blood sugar and insulin levels. And this is really stressful on your metabolism, the opposite of what we are trying to do. Now, it doesn't mean you have to give them all up at once. I mean, there's lots of ways that we can find substitutions and we can take this one step at a time. But when we're focusing on the foods that you should try to prioritize, that's protein, healthy fats, and non starchy veggies, which support fat burning, better energy, and steadier blood sugar. So let's start simple. You are out at a restaurant or you're at home. Maybe you just swap the fries for a side salad. Or maybe if you're having a burger, you just toss the bun and instead have it lettuce wrapped. People will do that all over the place. These small little swaps can really, really add up to being big differences in your metabolic health.
Yes, and for people, it makes it more tangible when we start small and then we can see what we can do to grow with that. Teresa, is there anything else that you'd like our viewers to know about taking care of their body and their health?
Yes, yes. It's a lot of people don't know that metabolic disease is not just about your weight. In fact, type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, heart disease, kidney disease, fatty liver disease, these are all conditions that fall under the umbrella of metabolic disease. So when you improve your metabolic health, you're improving all of them. And that is really what makes this approach so powerful because we are healing your body from the inside out.
All very helpful tips. Teresa, thank you for joining us today. To our viewers, reset your health in the new year. For more information, visit vertahealth.com/TV.